Hello everybody, Christian from Treasure Town here, and I'm super excited. Today we're going to be unboxing some of the Whatnot lot viewings and items that I'm going to be offering over the next sort of 10 days or so. And the first auction is going to be tonight starting around 4:30 to 5 p.m. Eastern Time. So that's really right around the corner, and it's pretty last minute, I know, but hopefully you can get a sense for some of the items quickly. The thing is, and I'm going to mention this again, this is probably the most high value Whatnot show that I've done, with some really sort of better end gold, world coins, US coins, and ancient coins especially. Probably the most strength is in the world stuff, some great metals, some really interesting Chinese ancient money. And so I am going to have to do a few of the higher start bids, and I think that they'll be, relative to other places, going to be very affordably priced items, but not everything may sell, so I think it's probably more worth it to look at the lot viewing so you have a good sense. Because anything that doesn't sell in this show, I'm going to be offering in my show next Tuesday, also at the same time. I think that will be sort of a firm 5 p.m. start time, not so much on the early bird side there. And so the other Isaiah show is going to be happening this Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, and he has a ton of NGC graded world coins. He bought a pretty large collection of that stuff, in addition to just a bunch of solid, we're still working through that collection, still have a lot of the premium Civil War tokens from that, if you remember it, and we're just sort of ramping up. I mean, I think that I've recently been in discussions with a few large behind-the-scenes coin companies to really take their material and be able to offer it in quantity at Treasure Town and have it like fully ID'd and really some of the premier sourcing around the world. The thing is, it's generally not worth it for these companies to bring that right to retail, because if it's a $40 coin, they want to be trading $500 coins, or they want to be trading, $140 coins all to the same person. Well, the goal is to kind of have Treasure Town be that person who's going to buy, 200 coins for 50 a pop each. That's $10,000. But that's the cost that's in this sale tonight, and so it's actually a bit more than that. Probably something in the range of 12,500, 13,000 of cost, and that's by far the largest I've ever tried. So I'm not honestly anticipating. There's probably going to be some stuff that doesn't sell, but I don't think it's because it's going to be unreasonable pricing. It's more like maybe nobody wants to buy a very nice Ducaton for $330, where if it sells for $330, which is maybe where I'll try it for a start price, then I would be able to make about, with Whatnot fees, in the range of $5 to $10. But I want to test that material, because I could also see a world where it's shipwreck coin from the early 1700s, large silver. It could go for 400, and I would not feel that was, even low price. Maybe medium, it could go for 500. If it was 500 plus, I would say, that's probably a little bit too much. But if it was 450, if I put it on eBay, I'd probably be asking $499 OBO and accept a 450 offer. So anyways, great coins. Let's check out the items and get ready for the sale in a few hours. Thanks to Whatnot for the platform and for the great live chat. And we're also working on making our own site. Make sure to sign up for the email list. And if you've never bought on Whatnot before, the invite link is in the description. And it is truly an expanse of coin items being offered. Now, the interesting thing is here, and I'll just start going through, these are some of the metals that I have. We've got some great metals, a bunch of different lion dollars, some beautiful riders and ducatons, and different shipwreck coinage from Brabant and the Spanish Netherlands here. A lot of this stuff is going to be pretty expensive, so I might have a reasonable starting ask, but also not a low starting bid on some of these items. So there's a decent chance that some of it will actually stick around for the following Tuesday auction. I think I'd probably start some of those lion dollars in the 125 range, maybe some of the shipwreck stuff. But these Jettons, I'll probably run for $1 and just see where they end up. So there's going to be a big sort of spread in terms of how I deal with different items. Where I need to protect myself. Like the Jettons, I actually got a really, really good deal on when I purchased them. Something like an AU Gordian Antoninianus or a Choice XF Philip II, I'm going to need to probably start that somewhere around 100 or a touch over that. We've got some interesting Spanish colonial stuff. Here's another example of some rare Chinese items that I was able to procure. Some of the Xinmang, sort of early Chinese states. These are even pre-Qin, you know, Warring States era, different types. We have 25 Zoo and 1000 Zoo. We've got a broken knife as well as 2 intact ones. And then there's what looks like another 1000 Zoo coin. So anyways, definitely a range. Here's another sort of, it's unclear if these were used for money or not, but it's generally thought that they are. Those are not inexpensive coins. So if we go on and move to some of the other graded stuff, I mean, all of this is going to be offered tonight. Again, sometimes it's also sort of an issue, like I might have a starting bid that is way too high, and then people don't want to bid, but I think I have a sell-through rate of approximately, I would say 98 to 99%. Here's a shipwreck coin where they forgot the certification on the NGC holder. Here's a Trajan Decius double denarius. We've got some fan coins. There's one, there's a Licinius, there's a 11 Tram. Here we have another one, Choice AU, beautiful. Bactrian Dram, 8 reals. We got a lot of 8 reals today. Choice XF Diocletian with a great portrait holding and handing over Jupiter. Choice AU, Constantinian, bronze. There's some bullion items. Let's see. I just saw these in the back here. You know, more from one of the recent videos, but some beautiful Parthian drams. There's, you know, 4A denarii. There's a lot of 4As in what I just picked up. We have plenty of, you know, basically a 4A is like an ancient fake. So that was faked in the time of the ancient, you know, when it was circulating to try to trick people, because that was a good way to make money back then. Better than it is today. You know, a lot of these, this is actually a video that's going to come out soon, but we picked up a bunch of crown size silver South America. We've got some Indian stuff. There's a really nice, never offered that one before, Western Satraps item. More metals, you know, some evasion coppers and nice old coppers on some of the world front. Let me see what else we've got. I feel like here's some cool stuff that I'm gonna just pull quickly and show off. We've got a few gold phantoms, and then this really nice debased gold dinar of the sort of Kidurite kingdom. It even has a little bit of toning. Beautiful coin. These are some rarer Bu, some earlier, or Memeitigan, not Bu, excuse me. And then a smaller, I think 5 Zoo coin, which I've also never tried one of those before. So that should be fun. We've got some beautiful Polish-Lithuanian polkers I'm seeing in back there. Let's see what's in here. A little bit of Russian stuff. We've got some of those 5 kopecks, and then a big bean money, even if it's a little bit earlier. Sort of some strength around that area. There's the 3 polker I was talking about. A nice so-called $50, and then a few of these. That's a shipwreck 8 reals from El Cazador, modern Chinese bullion. So the range here is going to be pretty endless, as if you're familiar with the sales, you can probably tell. Given that all of the items, you know, it's so short, I would just go take a look in the auction tab, and you can always request coins as I'm offering them. I may pivot to some of the other inventory that I'm going to be offering. The ancient coins also, I think there's a lot of new ones that I'm really pumped to have, you know, ready to go. Let me just pull this. You know, I just grabbed a handful. They may not be super interesting, but those are some pretty large bronzes and some nice, you know, tetradrams. Those are going to be relatively budget compared, but there's like a nice, you know, some Roman Republic denarii, beautiful Christ phallus. Those were not, I am trying to find here. I know I had some pretty expensive, like a nice tetradram in here somewhere. There's a nice Macrinus with a gorgeous reverse eagle. There is a phenomenal, you know, but that would start a little bit above 200. A Tyrian Phoenicia Ptolemaic tetradram, just gorgeous item. Some more good quality Byzantine selections. I think it'll be fun, basically, is the message, and for anybody, even if it's just hanging out talking about them. We hope Spencer might be able to join us tonight. There's a 4A gold stater, quarter stater. We've got a different range of rulers on the Sassanid denarii. Our first Celtic ring money, which is going to be, I think, very well received, would be my guess. It's quite a nice item. You know, range of Seleucid bronzes. There's just so much here. So great. Pruda coins, and I'm pumped up. So yeah, I mean, I think that's kind of some of the highlights so far. Some cushion items, different large bronzes. There's some Indo-Scythian stuff, so we'll be able to get into the history of Central Asia. Looking ahead, I got some of the stuff back, and I'm going to make a video on it as well. But from the provenance to pre-1952 collection that I had handled, all of this stuff is going to be in my next Tuesday sale, so you should definitely bookmark it. Anything that doesn't sell here, I think I will immediately reoffer, and then if it doesn't sell in the next sale, then I would, you know, pull it off or put it on the website or something. I'm not sure if I showed some of the graded material. There was a fair amount of like details coins that I had gotten in just from a big buy, but some of these are, you know, expensive. That one paid about 150 bucks for. I'll try to get a little bit more than that for it. Maybe that's too rich. Here's a pattern aluminum coin from Africa, but it's actually a pattern, which, you know, US patterns are obviously very, very expensive. And then we have some fun, you know, nice first strike bullion and some pretty cool, but unfortunately details Colombian silver from the early period. Let's take a look at some of the Civil War tokens, as well as, did I throw in the California gold? This might be it. No, it's not. I don't think I put, there was some Californian gold that I was thinking of selling, but I guess it's not going to be in here. But it would be fun to offer that. Peace dollar, beautiful Civil War store card. You know, there's a big range of stuff. There's the importer of wine, fruit dealers in Albany. That's a beautiful Cambridge, Ohio. Some of these are a little rare. Providence coin, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Philadelphia. We got some blazing pesos show up. I think it'll be fun. Let me tease, actually, before we take off, some of the items that I guess will be in. I don't know that's necessarily the best, but we've got one more of these dinars. There's 8 reals. There's a bunch of 8 reals tonight, but some pretty high quality world selections. There's a few gold phantoms. These are some gorgeous papal metals. We've got some papal metals today as well. These are probably like high 90s to 100 start, but I think they could range up pretty good. And then actually, let's take a look and show you. So these two likely shipwreck. This one has, you know, they don't have official provenance, but this one apparently is from the Concepcion. Yeah, some nice 8 reals. And then some pretty solid, more, you know, some quality. I'm going to run out of these, but I bought a few of these sort of genuine holdered priced phallus. Anyways, all that will be next Tuesday. I think we've got a bunch of stuff. It's by far the most cost in a sale that I've ever put together. And so we'll see how that translates, but hope that you can be there. I'll see you tonight at 5, maybe 4:30 p.m. Eastern time for early birds. And then next Tuesday, probably also start around 5 p.m. Eastern time and rip through a bunch of stuff. Remember, Isaiah is also going to have a big sale this coming Saturday, but he'll focus a little bit more on some of the US and graded world stuff. He probably has like 20, 30, maybe even 40 graded world coins that he's picked up, so that'll be really exciting to follow along. Thanks for watching the video. Make sure to head on over to treasuretown.com and sign up for our email list to stay up to date on everything that's happening, whether it's auction updates, exciting new inventory drops, coin collecting news, or general informational resources. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you on another one.